Today I'm going to take a slight detour before resuming our series on those biblical texts we use throughout worship. Since it's Valentine's Day today, I thought I would reflect briefly on the man behind the name and why we continue to celebrate this day even in secular culture. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas, and this is your daily devotional for Monday, February 14th, 2022. We Protestants don't usually celebrate what are called the traditional feast days for saints. Since we don't consider the traditional Catholic saints to be holier than the rest of us, we left that tradition behind years ago. But that doesn't mean that many of the Catholic saints aren't worthy of our respect as exemplars of the faith. Saint Valentine is no different. Turns out he was a martyr for the faith in the years before Christianity was adopted as the official religion of the Roman Empire. The problem with Saint Valentine is that there are at least 3 individuals from the 3rd century AD named Valentine who are potential candidates for the identity of the man who would be saint. The historical record that far back just isn't all that reliable, though. Much of what we think we know is very likely stories that were embellished over the years. But one of the stories is particularly striking, and as they say, if it isn't true, it ought to be. It seems that a man named Valentine was a priest in Rome in the middle of the 3rd century AD. Tradition holds that the reigning emperor Claudius II was having trouble recruiting enough men to maintain his imperial army. The problem, it seemed, was that there were many young men in Rome who refused military service because they were married and did not want to leave their wives for long periods and perhaps never see them again. Claudius's solution was to ban marriage in Rome, at least for a while, so that potential soldiers could not appeal to their marital status to get out of military service. The priest Valentine disagreed with Claudius's decree and continued to perform marriage ceremonies in secret in violation of the royal decree. Claudius found out about Valentine's disobedience to his decree and had Valentine arrested and imprisoned and ultimately executed. When? On the 14th of February, around the year 269 or 270. But before his execution, Valentine apparently wrote a letter to the blind daughter of his jailer and signed it, "Your Valentine," the first Valentine note. As I say, the actual facts of the case are lost in the mists of ancient history. Is this story really true? We will never know. But what is true is that the Church declared February 14th a feast day in honor of Valentine on the anniversary of his martyrdom, and because of his defiance of the emperor to continue to perform marriages between young lovers. The day early on became associated with romantic love. Saint Valentine's legacy is mostly forgotten today. Popular culture has turned it into a money-making industry as people buy cards, send flowers and chocolates, and pay for lavish dinners. According to the National Retailers Federation, Americans spent $21 billion for Valentine's Day last year, and that was actually down from $27.4 billion in 2020. So no matter how you slice it, that's a lot of roses, a lot of chocolate, and a lot of cards. But I doubt anyone much remembers the man behind the holiday. And that's kind of a shame. Anyone willing to defy Caesar in order to perform weddings when they were officially banned is someone worth remembering today. Tomorrow we return to our series on those words we say in worship. But for now, may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.